Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Mystic High Priestess Tarot. This is going to be a yearly 2025 look out. We did miss January, so we're going to start right in with February through the rest of the year. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Taurus signs. It actually could be anywhere in your chart. If you have heavy Taurus in your chart, that's fine as well. Sorry, I was just getting a message on that Lover's card that popped out that I will share with you in a moment. If you like how this video is done, please like, share, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of them. By liking it and commenting on the video, it does help for the video to get out there for more people who need to see it. Okay. And please comment below on anything that you think might resonate or what you are hoping for 2025 so we can manifest that. The disclaimer I want to put out there is I am only on YouTube. I'm not on any other platforms. I will never reach out to you for a reading if somebody is doing that or contacting you saying they're me. It is not me. Please do not be scammed. If you do want a personal reading from me, I am open for those right now. So you will find that information in the description box below. So right underneath the title, you will see a brief description. Click on the word more, and the information will be located there. All right, and I have meditated on your energy and shuffled the cards many times, and there is a lot popping out. I do think this is a year for you to make some big decisions about the things that you love based on the cards that were coming out. But let's see how this plays out. In February, you have the Fool. In March, you have the King of Cups. In April, you have the Two of Wands. In May, you have the Eight of Cups. In June, you have the Hierophant. That's your energy right there. July, you have the Wheel of Fortune. And in August, the Queen of Wands. Wow. In September, you have the King of Wands. In October, you have the Seven of Cups. In November, you have the Knight of Wands. In December, the Eight of Wands. This is all really good energy for the year. It is amazing. So it looks like in March, we're looking at some type of new beginning. So if you are looking for love, again, there's that new beginning. You probably are going to meet somebody, and then you go into the King of Cups right away for March. Or no, February was the Fool. March is the King of Cups. So, you know, you're going to be satisfied with whether it be work, career, family, very well balanced on a good emotional basis. And then in April, you have the Two of Wands. You are going to hit a crossroads. You are going to have a decision to make. Let's clarify these. On the Fool, we have strength. So yeah, it's going to be February. You are going to have something coming in that is going to require great strength. It's going to be a new beginning. It could be, you know, a new job. You could be having a new addition to your family, whether it be a pet or a child. You could be entering a brand new relationship. It's going to take strength to go back and be the fool, to start all over naively. A new job, it's probably going to be something that you haven't done before or that you have minimal experience with, and it's going to be a little bit scary, but you're going to go off on a limb and you're going to do it. In March, you have the King of Cups on the Ten of Wands. So you are finding keeping your emotions balanced is pretty much where the struggle is. So we can now see going into March that where you're finding the strength is in balancing those emotions. You do successfully do it. So you're probably going to be hiding how you feel about a lot of things, and that's starting to become a bit burdensome. And then in April, you have the Two of Wands, this decision, and you have the Magician. So that's a bit of a manifestation of how you want things to play out. And you're going to be given two options. And in April, you're going to have to make that choice of which way to go. Now, I think you're going to make some really good choices, but come May, we're looking at the Eight of Cups. So these emotions that you've kept to yourself, you're now going to express by May. And you may be walking away from something. So it could be ending a relationship. It could be walking away from a job that you love. It could be leaving your family. This could sometimes even be putting, all of a sudden you have a pet that you have to put down. It's been a lifelong partner, to you in a way. A child could be leaving the home, maybe empty nesting, something that is going to cause you to say, I need to walk away from that emotional connection that I have. And we have the Ten of Cups, clarifying that. So that is beautiful energy because the Ten of Cups is going to, provide you and weirdly, I don't know why I normally wouldn't say putting a pet down, but then this Ten of Cups has a dog on it. So I just felt very strongly that some of you may have had a companion for quite some time and it's time to let them go. And there's a dog and a cat on their fireplace. So, or, it could be even leaving a home that you are very comfortable with and you have a major attachment to. And then now, you're having to leave that all behind. That has something to do with something that does totally fulfill you emotionally. That you now have to, release the burden, choose a path, and unfortunately, there's going to be some letting go in May. In June, though, we have the Hierophant, which is you returning to your energy. And on it, we have the Four of Wands. So again, I do feel very strongly that some of you might be moving locations, leaving a home that you've probably been in for a very long time. You could just be leaving, your parents' home. But in June, you're going to find, hey, this is grounded. And you could also go from losing a pet to being into all of a sudden a relationship or getting a new animal. Whatever it is, it's God driven. It's from, your source, your maker, and it's something to give you your stability back. So you can feel happy, grounded, passionate, and excited about it. So you're in June, you are being given a gift directly from God that is going to help with this loss that you felt. And for a lot of you, it is going to be a relationship that all of a sudden, somebody just walks into your life, let's say maybe your partner chose between you and somebody else and left you and they're walking away and that brought you your full Ten of Cups. Well, all of a sudden God's got something else for you that was much more stable and grounded. July, you have the Wheel of Fortune with the Two of Swords. It's going to be a huge decision year for you, and I think that's why I kept seeing the Lovers come out during the shuffle. So with the Two of Swords, the wheel's going to move. Wheel of Fortune is going to move forward or backwards, depending on the decision that you make, and it's going to have to be a logical decision of whether you move forwards or backwards with whatever presents itself here in June. And you're going to have to make a blind faith decision on it because it's only been a month, if that, and you don't have a lot of time to really contemplate everything on it. So it's a game of chance in a way, but know this, things are being divinely guided for you in that period of time. And just like the Two of Wands, even though it might come with some sadness, it was meant to be. Okay, so we can clearly see how the end of the year is working out that is true. And you have a lot of fire energy this year coming at you, and you're a grounded earthly sign. So sometimes all of that passion and fire can be a little over-consuming for a Taurus. Then in August, we have the Queen of Wands, clarified by the Two of Coins, another choice card. So you're making a lot of choices. Here it's actually kind of exciting, but it's scary. It's just almost overwhelming to have so many choices. With the Queen of Wands, um, we're looking at something that looks really beautiful. Okay, and so this is just what I'm getting message-wise going backwards here. Having to leave your home. I just got a picture of a home on fire. So let's say having to leave your home as it was on fire, losing everything. God steps in, gives you a new foundation. You have to make choices on what direction you're going to go because maybe this isn't permanent stability, or it is, and now you have the option to buy it. And it is the home of your dreams. It's elegant. It's just perfect. It's like the Queen of Wands is looking at that. The Queen of Wands can be very, I don't want to say it in this particular case. I always refer to her as very regal, very royal, very elegant, and she is. So it is something that you are seeing as a high level. She can also be that person that you look at and you go, love at first sight, which I say is lust at first sight. She's going to draw you in with that energy, that charisma, that fire, that passion, that beauty, that she's going to carry. And so it is a situation, something like that, that something's drawing you in, and you have to make the choice if you can afford it. Like you might be able to, but you're going to have to juggle some things around. It's going to be tricky, but it's something you desire, and it's something that you want, and it's something that looks great in your life, and you are going to have to try to figure out how you're going to balance it. And then we move right to the King of Wands, which is the next level up. So this could definitely be in love, a partnership blossoming here, uh, potential engagement. And we also see that with the Four of Wands and the Hierophant. That's a higher commitment. So you could be losing something here, but boom, move right into something that you're like, do I move forward with this? Oh my gosh, well, I want this, but how am I going to balance this all out? And then you become the King of Wands where it's like, okay, we're going to get engaged in September. And we have the Five of Swords. So, yeah, whatever it is, you want it at all cost. You are going to try to pinch those pennies to get that home or to buy that ring or whatever it takes. You're making some fast, quick decisions, and it's going to be a whirlwind, Taurus. But it's committed energy. It's good energy. It's moving forward. It's just a little faster than I think Taurus would like to go. But you are going to be the king to that queen. Whatever this thing is that's driving you that you want so badly, you're going to get it. Okay, in September. In October, you have the Seven of Cups with the Hierophant. So again, you're going to be given options. Lots of options. It might be a little confusing. It's coming from a higher power. There is a commitment base to it. So this could be where you're picking out the ring. This could be where you're picking out the house, where, it's now yours. What do you do to it? How do you decorate it? What do things like that. Um, Maybe you're a first-time homeowner. It's a little confusing. Maybe you've gotten this great job opportunity that you've always wanted, and now you're like, oh, do I know how to do everything? This is a little confusing. I didn't think it would be this difficult, but know this, it's coming at you from a higher source, and you just have to commit yourself to it. So don't let the confusion overwhelm you. It'll be fine. Then in November, we've got the Knight of Wands coming in with a lot of passion, and we've got the Chariot. So the Knight of Wands comes in relatively quickly, on fire, full of passion, has something to deliver. The pages have messages. The Knight of Wands has something of substance that he's going to deliver to you, and the Chariot confirms that. So it's something that you can't go wrong with. It's something moving forward. So this commitment that you're gonna choose an option, make commitment to it, put that out there in November, and start moving forward with it. Whatever it is, you're going for the long haul, and you even could be buying a new car for all that. And then December, we have Eight of Wands, which is a lot of passionate communication and quickly, and we get the World to clarify that. So something previous is coming to an end. It looks like you are truly going through a full cycle in 1 year. I think 2025 is going to be this massive whirlwind, and you're going to end it with being able to communicate and be really excited about everything that happened in your world and how your world changed so much, all the growth that you had, the good and the bad and the ugly, but how beautifully it came out in the end. And I I don't know, I couldn't ask for it's not going to be smooth. It's going to be a little tough, and as we know, a month can seem like forever, but lately it seems like time is going so fast that it's a whirlwind. And for you with all this fire in here, Taurus, it is going to be fast and furious. But you're going to be fine because you got the Hierophant in here several times. So this is definitely divinely guided and led by God, and you're going to be completely fine. So in February, you have success. So you will be, successful on whatever this is that causes you to have strength. This King of Cups and heavy burden, you have protection. So no matter how heavy that burden is, you are fully protected. On the Two of Wands and the Magician, we have pain. So this choice that you're going to have to make is going to be painful. Of course, we see that going into, the into May, that yeah, we're feeling some sorrow from whatever this decision that had to be made was. But you'll get peace. You are going to get peace from this. For those of you who are losing pets, I'm really, really sorry because that, could be a painful decision to make. And then now you have to move on and try to figure out how to find your happiness when you've had an animal for 10, 15, 20 years. I mean, they are a family member. You can't imagine your whole life revolves around caring for them. So it's very emotional. And then going into June, we have fear coming in, and that's probably because it is God-based. Your foundation is changing. Could be a relationship, a brand new relationship rushing on in. That's going to cause some fear, especially with probably what you've just been through. And then this decision we have to make is going to cause some sadness. For the wheel to move forward, that you're going to go through a range of emotions here. Really, again, a short period of time, pain to peace to fear to sadness. And then let's see, it's May, June, July. So in August, with this decision, reflection. So yeah, you're going to reflect back. And in September, consciousness. So being the King of Wands and winning at all cost, you're going to get that from your consciousness. In October, frustration. Wow, you are really going through it. So with these options and choices and the confusion, keep in mind the Hierophant is there. So this is godly led. Don't let the confusion get the best of you, but you will probably get frustrated. In November, you finally have comfort then. So once this decision comes in to move forward with that option, it's going to be something that's going to make you feel very comfortable. And then the end of the year with this communication in the world, anxiety you're going to get. So, and the anxiety is going to come from closing that chapter and everything that happened so quickly. I think it's a good anxiety, though. It's something that you can't wait to share with the world. You you went through a full cycle, and all of these emotions, went with you. So it's actually really beautiful, Taurus. Don't be afraid, even though it looks like, oh God, I'm going to be afraid. I'm going to be sad. I'm going to be frustrated. I'm going to have anxiety. I'm going to feel pain. Don't just look at the bad things. Also look at how you're protected. You're successful. You have peace, reflection, your consciousness, comfort. So, with all the good comes the bad, and you will be just fine. You got the Metal King though, discipline, armor, and boundaries. So you will have to be very disciplined. You're going to have to protect yourself. We definitely can see that. And you're going to have to set boundaries on certain things. It's the only way to really protect yourself. But you're going to have a successful year. It's very, very successful. I can't actually say a bad thing about it. Um, Let me know how it goes. All right. I look forward to it, Taurus. God bless.